I see you. I see.
I bring it down like.
I see you. I see.
I bring it down like.
Lofi Poli Sci, my bickering bringing it down Lo-Fi Live with what's going on in the world today. And got that Lo-Fi local for you. Don't forget to check out tomorrow's blog on lofipolisci.com and add us on LinkedIn, Instagram for all your local Lo-Fi updates, people. Like the live show coming up next week, October 5th. Gonna be a nice little meet and greet. A 1-hour live podcast followed by just some chit-chatting, hanging out afterwards. It's over at UNO's Sandbar. Check it, people, check it. And we got a Central and South African edition of Lo-Fi Regional News for you today, my friends. And let's start off with some United Nations news, as Kenya took to the floor of the UN General Assembly at the yearly United Nations Summit that just happened last week in New York City. And the president of Kenya, straight up, told the entire world and all the presidents and all the prime ministers, supreme leaders, monarchs, everyone, don't leave Haiti behind. And you know what? Kenya's president is right. The world is just moving on forward, right past Haiti, and Haiti has a completely failed state on their hands. No working government. They've asked for international help, and no one, aside from Kenya and Jamaica, have offered to lift a finger. And you know, Kenya's got its own problems in their country, right? But for them and for their president to use up some of their time at the United Nations, which is limited, but to use some of their own time to speak up for Haiti? Well, that's what's up, people. That's what's up. Now let's see what the UN and the world do about it. Now, also at the United Nations, and this was a theme taken by quite a few African leaders, including Kenya's president, was to speak about it's time to work with Africa and stop exploiting Africa. Africa is not a child, and the West is not a parent. And if you remember, just last month, India made the African Union an official member of the G20, meaning now it's the G21, which personally I think that has a really cool ring to it, but besides the point. So that's a start. But more needs to be done. Both economic representation, like the G21, but also political representation, like more influence at the United Nations. Countries need to start engaging African countries in a new and equal way. Simple as that. Now we're moving away from the UN Africa news and heading over to Zambia, where the police have, and really I find this story hard to imagine, but the police have ordered the former president of Zambia, who is possibly running in the next presidential election, the police have ordered him to stop jogging on Saturday mornings. Let me repeat that. The police of Zambia have ordered the former president to stop jogging on Saturday mornings. So the question obviously is why, right? There has to be some good reason or explanation. Well, the police say that crowds have been gathering around him and that this jogging has turned into political activism. Sports and politics for you there, people. There you go. And it could jeopardize the safety of the public, and that such political gatherings are legally obligated to notify the police first. And as they have not been notifying the police, these are illegal political activities. So, there you have it. A former president of Zambia has been ordered not to jog anymore due to public safety concerns. Take from that what you will. But we'll let you know, though, if he keeps on running. Now, next up, let me tell you a little story. Let's have a little story called Story Time with Pickering. Go ahead and close your eyes, sit back, relax, and here we go. So I was surfing along the digital waves we call the net. Looking for a fourth story, looking for that OG piece of Lo-Fi Regional Africa Edition news. And I think to myself, Madagascar. Yeah, that's where it's at. What a magnificently marvelous place, Madagascar. So I set out on a quest to see the official government website of Madagascar. And I found it. I went to it. But it was down. The president's website, offline. The Foreign Affairs website, offline. Didn't work. But I thought, hey, I've searched a good bit of developing countries, and all my research, every so often, you find a website that doesn't work for them because their websites aren't always hosted in the way that you think they are. So I was like, well, sorry, Madagascar. Maybe next time. Let me try Angola, I say to myself. So I drive the virtual highway straight to the destination of Angola's government website, and I found it, and wouldn't you know, offline. It didn't work. I scratch my head, and I start to wonder. I say, oh, but not. Oh, but maybe. Surely, it cannot be. Thus, let me be the one to check it. And I tried my phone, surfing the Madagascar and Angola, riding the exact same waves that I used before. And wouldn't you know, it worked. Both countries' websites worked. So I then thought, and I hoped I was wrong, so I had to check it. Is my university censoring my access to African countries' websites on their network? Madagascar didn't work. Angola didn't work. Namibia didn't work. Zambia, South Africa, Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda. All 8 countries in Southern Africa couldn't connect to a single one on my university computer. But the website of France, the UK, Germany, super wicked fast to bring me those websites. Super wicked fast. But hey, this is just another story from Pickering Unplugged. And the last piece of something to send you on your way for the day. Nay, I say the week, my friends. True or false, fact or fiction or reality? Or is it fake? The headline: Parliamentary vote set for Eswatini, Africa's last absolute monarchy. I repeat, parliamentary vote set for Eswatini, Africa's last absolute monarchy. Fact or fiction, I'm curious your thoughts. And that's just a snap of what's going on in the world today.
I see.
I bring it damn like.
Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Pickering, signing off.